Good morning, everybody. Well, I'm running a little bit late, as you can see, about 10 to 15 minutes late this morning. AZ, good morning. The computer's acting up, and I was out working, doing something. Um, and so kind of is what it is. I apologize. Paul Hodges won't be with us this morning. He even did, I think he did an aerial before he went to work this morning. So he's just busy. Mike, how you doing? So yes, been kind of a hectic morning. It's going to be another warm day today here in Port Huron. As you can see, the weather's kind of clear, nice, a little hazy, but not too bad. If anybody wants to join me, please do. The link is at the top of the chat. Don't know how long I'm going to be on. I do have some other things. I got a response last evening. Somebody wants to come by and take a look at my golf cart collection tires. So what I need to do is to check and see. They said they were going to come by this morning. Don't know, but I went and dug them all out of my shed and was putting them in the garage. And as I was doing that, they've been in the shed for a while. So I had to dust them off, clean them off. And, of course, you're not prepared for all that nonsense. And Mia's wondering what the hell I was doing out in the garage. So, AZ's finally got good weather. All right, Mike, hope you feel better. Bucks and 6. So, yeah, I did another night flight last night at about to 11:30, quarter to 12. And I think it turned out fairly well. I don't know. What did you think, AZ, about the latest one I did last night? I got a little bit of frustration going with the Nano last night. Normally it just bing, bang, boom, put it in the air. And I had to restart it 3 or 4 times. In fact, the ship was just about close to where I normally have a buffer so I can get set and everything just right. And so it kind of threw me off a little bit. So the video was a little bit more twitchy than normal because my anxiety was showing. AZ says that the weather is never good in summer down there, huh? Well, I have to do that, AZ. It's the hardest part is when you're down there and you're shooting it, you don't know how bright it is because, I'm using a Tab A light as my tablet on there, as you know. And even though I can see everything, you can't tell the brightness, whether it's too much, too little. And I have the setting up a little bit. I increase the brightness on the tablet with the, you push the line up and down. So. AZ in post, what I do is, yes, I can lighten and darken in post, but on the computer, the screen I have, it doesn't look like it's overlit. I mean, yes, some of the bright lights are bright, but if I tone it down just a little bit, then I lose kind of the detail. You don't see the shadows. You don't see a lot of things. I'll keep working on it, easy. Highland Homestead, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. I don't know. Let me see. Let's take a look at your channel at Highland Homestead. Oh, yeah, you got 1.24 subscribers. Good for you. I subscribe to your channel. So if you would like, you can put your link in there in the chat if you'd like to your channel. Filipina, yes. What I did, Highland Homestead, is I made you a moderator. So the next time you comment, you're going to be blue with a blue wrench. Well, as you know, at my age, AZ, it's hard. I just do the basics when I'm editing. I get too confused. I'm still using the Movie Maker from back in 1988, 89. So, you know, I guess you'd have to call me old school. Anyway. Well, AZ Highland, I don't know if you can take the reoccurrence. Once you have it, I think you can take the reoccurrence test, and you can do that strictly online. And when you take the reoccurrence test, it will score it online immediately afterwards when you tell it to score it. And it'll tell you how many you got wrong. It'll tell you which ones you got wrong. You can go back then just by back arrowing. You can change those and then have it rescored again. There's no reason for you not to get 100% on your reoccurrence, and you don't have to go to a testing set. So if you put your, I think if you go in and say you want to take your FAA Part 107 reoccurrence, I think you can put in your number. It'll pull you up, and then you can do it all online. You don't have to go anyplace to take the test, and it allows you to go back and change your answers until you get whatever score you want to get. And the interesting part about that is I think the FAA has finally come around to decide the most important part of taking your testing is that you understand and you learn something from it, not to penalize you because you made a mistake. I don't know, AZ. I couldn't tell you. But, you know, he might want to try it. I don't remember the fee schedule, but, you know, if you go over and you can check on it, I think, well, it was a lot less than going to the testing center. The testing center, I think the last time I went to a testing center to take the test, my first reoccurrence, I had to go to the testing center. The second reoccurrence, I did it online. The testing center fee was like $165, and that's for 2 years. But yeah, I'd be checking that out, Highland, because if it allows you to take your reoccurrence, there's no reason you can't be a current Part 107 with the way the reoccurrence testing is. and interesting enough is about a year and a half ago when I had to take my third reoccurrence, I was looking for the testing center, which is about 60 miles away from me, and they were closed. And so then I went and did some research, and I got linked to a testing center in Florida. And I called the guy up. He says, "How am I going to do that?" He says, "No, you just go online." Ooh, okay. Um, so yeah, it really is. It is kind of cool the way that they allow you now to take your reoccurrence. Not much going on down at the Martini Bar. Of course, it's early morning down there too. It'll get jumping in the afternoon. The geriatric crowd comes in, and then followed there about 7 o'clock-ish, maybe 8 o'clock-ish. Then the younger crowd comes down to the teeny bar. Incoming call, Tim Ochick. What's up, Tim? I'm online. No, I got somebody that's supposedly going to be coming out today, so we'll see. Okay, yep, bye-bye. So what I don't know what everybody's plans are of the weekend. Oh, make it a great Friday the 13th. And don't let anybody tell you you can't. Yeah, like I say, I'm hoping that the person that called me or texted me, I'm not at 70 years old, all this new stuff, this texting and all that kind of stuff, I just am not with it. I just know that it works, and it works. I see people, they got thumbs of steel, and they just go into town on their little. It's just something for me to be able to answer anybody. So what I'm doing over here is on the teeny bar cam. I don't think they check it very often, but there's a whole bunch of sex stuff on the, spamming going on. So what I'm doing is I'm reporting it. I don't know why these assholes, and I'll call them assholes, get their little jollies by going and screwing with people. Well, it's up to us as people on YouTube to don't let them get away with it. It's like if you saw somebody being mugged on the street, you don't let them get away with it. That's my soapbox. So I'm going to go over here. Incoming call. I wonder if this is my tire people. Yeah, hello.
Is this Paul?
Yes, it is.
I messaged you yesterday about some golf cart tires.
Yes, I was just lugging them all out of the shed into the garage.
All right, we're actually right in town right now at Bell Tire. Is it all right if we swing by?
Sure. About how long are you going to be?
Not even 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. I'm online right now. I do an online show, but I can just turn it off.
Okay.
Okay. All right. See you then. I'm on the west side, big white house, 2-car garage on the south side.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye. So as you guys heard, I've got somebody on the way in 10 minutes to maybe buy some golf cart tires and get rid of them. I've got like 25 golf cart tires and wheels. My thing used to be, I used to buy golf carts, fix them up, buy the fancy tires and wheels and put them on and take the stock ones off. And I ended up, I've got 25 of them, or 26, somewhere in that neighborhood. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for coming in and watching. AZ, you connect with Highland Homestead. Make the sale. Yep, that's what I got to do. So everybody, if I'll let you guys decide, let it run and go out and do my business and come back, or do I shut it down? It's up to you guys. If you want to maintain the chat and keep going, I can do that, but all you're going to see is the video from behind. Or if somebody wants to join me as a moderator, you can just go up at the top and join. And Mia, stop. It's just a dog walking across the street on the sidewalk. God. She's so territorial. Okay, I'm going to leave it run then for you guys, okay? And so, yeah, I'll be back probably 20, 25, 30 minutes, I'm guessing. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Maybe I can sell some. Oh, I know what I could do. Let me go to screen share. Nope, not screen share. Let me go down here. And let me go to my cameras outside. I can put an outside camera on. How's that? Screen share. And you guys still should be able to see it, see what you're doing. Optimize share. Okay, that's my driveway. They should be pulling up anytime. What I'm going to do is let me move it a little bit over here like that. So yeah, I think, can you guys, I hope you can still see the chat. Let me go over here on this computer. And take a look and see if you guys can see what I see. And yep, and the chat's still up for you guys. Okay. All right. Be right back. Well, I'll be back shortly. You guys talk amongst yourselves and And if somebody wants to join as a moderator, I think you can just click up at the top there and come on and be a moderator. the money, get the money. All right. I'll show you guys what I'm kind of up to. I got $25 a piece for golf cart tires, like for a club car, and the wheels. Let me see if I can. Let's see if the garage cam will come up. Okay, so now I go over here like this. There's the garage cam. Now, all of these tires and wheels for golf carts. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There's about 24 of them out there. That's what I'm kind of up to. Yeah, RC cars. I think that you'd definitely have a big one, but I don't know if the power would be enough to even spin them. But hey. No, they actually paid me, AZ. They paid me cash. They're buying all new tires for the mother who uses her golf cart around out there a lot. And they paid me what my asking price on Craigslist, $25 a piece. There's $100 American. So I'm happy. And thank you guys for kind of watching over what's going on. Like I say, just me and I here. And Paul Hodges can't join us. And I don't know where everybody else is. Of course, it's a Friday morning. And over in Australia, it's a Friday night. So maybe maybe what I should do while you guys keep going here, I'm going to go over to AOL. I got 2 new messages. No, don't need that. Delete. Okay, I'm going to compose to Paul Murray. I always send it to me first. And let's go over here. We're going to copy the invite. All right. Go back over here to AOL. Keep writing. And I'm going to paste. Send it. What I do is I send the original one to me first. Then I turn around and forward it to everybody else. So that way I have it in case I miss somebody, I can just go back and forward it again. I know it seems a little convoluted, but it kind of is a repertoire that I do. Forward to, I'm going to forward to Paul Hodges, Corey, Curtis Dart, Justin is probably, no, Justin, I don't know if he's working today or not, but I'm going to send to Justin. Tim Jackson. Ron. Little Llama Laura. I really feel bad about missing all of Laura's live streams, but she's on when I'm just getting running, doing things. Little Llama Laura, Justin, JD. Who else? I sent it to Curtis. Okay, and let's send it to Lenny. I can't forget my Lenny. Send. All right. So those are the invites are sent out to several people. Even though at the top of the chat, as most of you know, you can just go ahead and click up there and you can join the panel. Well, the sad part of it is Marshall, I understand you're talking about counterfeit money. However, at this point in time, my patience is not such. I've even considered just hauling it to the road and let people just take whatever they want, you know. So let's see what was frozen. Flags are moving. Yeah, yep. It's time to get rid of this. You know, the thing of it is at my age, I'm not one for just throwing things away willy-nilly without thinking about, well, you know, is it, should I, shouldn't I, what, you know, what it is. And I've gotten, it's 70 years old, like I say, you know, end of life is coming sooner than later for most of us. And so I think that it's best to get rid of it. Somebody can use it. AZ, is the video fine now or? Anyway, that's the plan. Yeah, I had a busy day yesterday flying. Let's see, how many did I get yesterday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships yesterday. 2 nights and 3 daylight. So the Nano Plus, yeah, I'm really still very happy with the Nano Plus. It just kind of shook me up last night at about 11:30 or so. I went to take off to fly that night ship, and I had to restart everything twice. And if anybody knows, what I do is I usually have a certain spot in the river, like if it's upbound, or a certain spot out in the lake where I get everything fired up and get ready to take off. And it kept saying that the aircraft is disconnected. The aircraft is disconnected. So I'd start it, stop it, start it, stop it. That didn't solve it, AZ. So what I ended up doing was shutting everything down, including the controller, starting it all back up again. And it, of course, it gave me the voice thing. Gimbal is checking take off later. Well, that doesn't mean you can't fly. It's just yippity yap coming from the controller. So record on ships in one day, I think, was 7. The bad part of it is the flying is the kind of the fun part. The editing is the part that sucks. I was back here by 12, a little after 12, and it took me an hour and a half to breeze through and pull pictures, and then pull the video, edit the video, add some music to the video, and get it up on YouTube and post it. So, if you figure, okay, I did 5, so that's about 7 or 8 hours of editing yesterday I did for just those 5 ships. Hanging with JD. Yeah, JD. JD is a good friend of mine. That's why he leaves me here hanging. He doesn't join. Yep. And I think Justin is on the road too. I don't know. The oh, little Llama Laura, she's busy, busy, busy. Laura just received her mini or DJI mini. What's the one? The down SE, I think, mini SE. And she's been having fun unboxing, taking pictures, learning about it. JD wants to spread the love, so he's pointing his finger at AZ. AZ left you hanging too. And also, everybody in the chat, we got a new person in here that was sent over to us, who's also been chatting up with AZ. Rodney Bell, can't stay, just wanted to stop by and say howdy. Well, thank you, Rodney. AZ Highland Homestead is new to the chat. Thank you for coming in. Yep, Laura, that's right. Just want to say hi, and we want to say hi back to you too, Laura, and we'll keep our fingers crossed all goes well with your new mini. I think you're gonna like it. I'm still waiting for DJI to come through with my discount code. And anybody want to take bets whether or not it comes? I love the product. Don't get me wrong. DJI makes some great drones, but they also, typical company is like, once they got your money, and my money was quite considerable because I added it up the other day. I've owned about 18 DJI drones, different versions, different styles, different models in my life. And I paid a lot of money into to care refresh, I go to use it one time. Nope. Well, yeah, Laura, if you have a concern about wind there, don't fly. But as you can see right here, it's a little bit windy. You can see the flags. Trees moving a little bit, but I could still fly a Mini in that. But I'm used to flying a specific drone. So what do we got coming down? Oh, we got a tug barge coming around the bend out of Lake Huron, heading south into the St. Clair River. No, she got the Mini SE. And I'm selling things, and there's a possibility, I'm not going to say it is, that I would, since I'm getting a 20% discount on whatever DJI I decide to buy, I'm considering taking the money that I sell of all these tires as I do sell them, and the 20% discount, and buy the Mini 3 with the Smart Style controller with the screen on. I can buy that for $906. My price after my 20% brings it down to $800 and something. I get like about $160 off. I think I calculated that. And at that point, if I do get it, I could either sell it, probably get more than maybe close to retail, brand new, or I could fly it and sell it and still probably get most of my money back anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, AZ said, Laura, be careful. It's Friday the 13th. AZ, the question I have is, did they ship yours yet? I know you ordered one first day on Tuesday morning, like at 5 a.m. you said? Yeah, because you're 3 hours, so that would have been 9 o'clock East Coast time. And did you order it right from DJI, or did you order it through Best Buy or somebody else? Call them out, AZ. Big sky liar. Yeah, being a Friday, there should be lots of things going on around here for sure. Yeah, the winds are less in the morning and towards sunset in most cases. unless it's some kind of major front going through. The morning and night is the lighter winds. Laura, did you get the app? I think it's free. UAV forecast. I think they have that for if you put in European. I think they have that. It tells you hour by hour what the wind speeds are, how the gusting is, and you can put what level you're flying at. Sticks, here he comes, and it's Justin.
What's up?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. Just out working.
Out working on the road, huh?
Yeah, I left at 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh my goodness. Now you don't have to work the weekend, do you?
I don't have to now.
It's a but it's hard because it's there and it's money, right?
Right. And then it's not only that, it's just we're freaking way behind too
Yeah.
with the meter reading.
What now do they pay you extra for overtime or no?
Oh yeah. I go
Oh.
up to $22.50 an hour,
Wow.
which I'm in overtime right now anyway. So even missing 5 hours yesterday, I'm still in overtime.
And JD just put in the chat, I know you can't see it, Justin, he says, heard Justin is selling all of his drones to get it. The Mini 3.
Hell I am. I would rather have a Mini 2 and an Air 2 and have a little fleet of drones than sell all of them just to buy one. Because one, it gives you different options. And two, if one of them crashes, at least I have another one to fall back
Right.
on.
Oh yeah, if anybody's doing any flying at all, I would always recommend you have at least a backup drone of some type that you're used to flying, or even if you can afford it, a couple of them.
I'm big on redundancy, though. I've always been like that. Like I have extras of everything. Fucking traffic is insane today.
Yeah, AZ said he thought, Justin, that you said that you love that new the new Mini 3. And you can't even stop talking about it, AZ said.
I love the Autel too, but I just don't love the prices.
Yeah. Well, I think the days of cheap drones is probably going to by the wayside simply because inflation and everything else.
Oh, it is. That's why I said I think that they're going to start putting the smart controller with every one of these new drones. That way they can charge more for them. Mike
Rennick says he is so tickled with his Air 2S. He says that's his go-to drone. He just loves it.
Well, there's no reason to go out and buy the latest drone. I mean, if you got the money, then by all means. Like if you're AZ and you like to collect drones and stuff, then by all means go out and buy it. I'm not down for that.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is that, yeah, the Mini 3 is now the talk of the town, okay? But at this point in time, I say the Air 2S is the king right now, and you hear very little about the Mavic 3.
Well, the thing that makes me mad is it's like everybody just forgets the previous drone. It's like when the new one comes out, they're like, oh, screw the old one.
Yeah.
And it's like the Mini 2 is still a solid drone, and I don't care to get rid of it just to get the Mini 3.
Well, in the case of the Mavic 3, I think that DJI learned a lesson, I would hope. They have outpriced the market. In other words, like you'll get a few people that have an unlimited amount of income to spend on drones, and they'll buy it. But
Right.
That's a plateau. I mean, I get to a point, the average person that flies, even commercially isn't going to spend that kind of money just to say they've got a Mavic 3.
Well, a majority of the guys, I mean, a lot of the guys in the drone community, I'd say about 60% of them, you know, they have to save up to buy a drone. They don't just have $1,000 to drop on a drone every time a new one comes out.
Right.
They have to save up for it, just like I do. I have to save up if I want to buy a drone.
Yep.
I can't just go out and buy a $2,000 drone whenever I feel like it. And
Hey,
that's what I loved about.
Mr. Giggles is in the chat, Justin.
What's up, TJ? But that's what I loved about the minis is they were cheap and you could almost, you know, throw one paycheck at it real quick and buy it and be done with it. But now it's like with the minis, you're gonna have to save up just like you would an Air 2S or something.
Yeah.
Because now you can go out and buy two Mini 2 Flymores for one, Mini 3 with all the accessories and everything's gonna run.
Right. Exactly.
I would rather have the two Mini 2s, to be honest with you. Just because it's redundancy, you already know how it works, it's reliable. If you're just doing YouTube videos, you don't need the latest and greatest, because guess what? It don't matter if you're flying a Matrice or you're flying a Mini 1. You ain't gonna get any more views because you have a different phone.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna make any difference in viewership.
Paul Hodges is out working his little tail off again today. Last night he got 5 more signs and he got 2 more aerials. In fact, he went and did an aerial. I think he told me before he went to drive school bus. And of course, he's like you, Justin. He's all over Hell's Half Acres. It isn't like they're all in one area, you know.
Right. 2507. That's not it.
I told him that what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to come up with a pricing schedule that's fair to everybody, but he should get paid more mileage. He should get mileage, anything over 10 miles from his house. There should be mileage charge.
Right.
So much a mile, you know, because he charges them a little extra to go long distance, but he's got to drive back too. And he's not charging enough. It's like the other day, he went up and he ended up spending almost $50 in fuel to go do a sign in an aerial. And there should have been a big mileage charge on that.
Oh man, these houses are gonna suck. All these houses are huge houses that are gated in, and all the gates are closed on a lot of them. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get into a lot of these houses. 25.
Do they have the little box out front where you push the button and talk to them?
No, a lot of them don't. And then you got to worry about whether a damn dog's gonna come running out at you. Because every time I go into one of these houses, man, they'll have their garage door or something open.
Well, you know what? You might want to.
Hold on a sec. How you doing, sir? I'm just here to do your meter read.
Well, what I was going to tell Justin is somebody might want to get a hold of DJI that manufactures the M30, the big one, the heavy duty, does everything, and see if they can't adapt it to do the meter reading from the air. In other words, like if he was like 15 feet above or 10 feet above or whatever, he could then fly it and do the meter reading or look for gas leaks and stuff with that drone. That would be cool. Then you would have you need to talk to a drone engineer or DJI and tell them what you do in day in and day out and say, can they adapt the new Matrice M30 to fly and do what you do so you never have to be on the ground or be attacked by a dog or whatever. You can just fly it over there and fly it along carefully and do the meter readings.
The only problem with doing meter readings though with the drone though that I would see an issue with is that it's just it's meter reading's supposed to be really fast, and then if you're setting up a matrice takes a minute.
Well, the thing of it is if you were that community you're in, you says there's a lot of gated ones. If you could just one setup, fly this one, fly that one, fly this one, fly that one, and then not have to come back and land.
Right. Well, then you get people wanting to shoot the drone down because they're fucking thinking you're trying to spy on them too. Especially a lot of the.
Well, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. I think they have on that. How on like the Enterprise drones, they have a speaker where you can talk. You could pre-record. You could pre-record the speaker to say, "This is a meter reading flight, a gas inspection flight. No need for an alarm. If you have any questions, then give a phone number." And just have it keep repeating itself. I think that's the way technology is going to go. Of course, eventually they'll probably have little friggin' robots that'll do all that stuff. But Northeast Drone Productions, Matt. Yeah, Matt, you're right. You're always welcome to join, Matt. The link is in the top of the chat. You could give Justin some advice.
Well, luckily, the first 3 houses paid, so it's a good thing. Is there anything behind me? I don't fucking smack some rich person's fucking statue or something. They get all pissed off.
Yeah, they're used tires and wheels for golf carts. Like, I don't know what size they are, but they're universal golf cart tires. I've got a whole bunch of them. One of my things I used to enjoy doing back when I was a little bit more mobile is I could take and buy a golf cart, fix it up. If I had to put new batteries in it, put new batteries in it, put the turn signals, brake lights, put the windscreen on it, put the fancy steering wheels on them. Then I'd buy tires and wheels, the fancy spoker wheels of the load tires, put the third seat on the back. I do all that stuff. And I ended up with all of these golf cart tires. Justin, are you there? He must be out. TJ says the mat bump. It's the mat bump. So, I was able to sell 4 tires of the 24 or 28, whatever I've got out there. I had planned on cleaning more of them up because I took the tires off the old golf carts. I didn't. I just went and stacked them in the corner of the shed, one on top of each other, and I didn't clean them up, and they've been out there probably, some of them probably 3-4 years. So they need to be cleaned up, wiped down. All right. So you did find UAV forecast. Atta girl. Laura said she's able to fly tomorrow. Murray's famous rubbers. Okay, JD. Oh, Matt's gonna hit the rack, but he said the funny part is he's got to get up early. He's got to take his car and get some new tires tomorrow. Well, don't get the golf cart tires. Get the full size ones. AZ, I did not sell them. I sold 4. So I was selling them the wheels and tires for $25 a piece. And so I sold 4 of them. I still got 20, 22, 24 still out in the garage. And I also have fancy hubcaps for them. And I have one tire that's mounted on a spare tire mount that you can put on the back of the golf cart. Looks like you have a spare tire. And I have 3 sets of fancy hubcaps. Okay, Matt, you have a good sleep, my friend. Yeah, AZ, that happens to the best of us. Welcome back, AZ.
This is the problem I'm fucking running into, right? Is the stupid ass gas company decides, let's put everybody's gas meters at the back of their house. And so they can put a big old 6-foot fence around their backyard so nobody can get to it.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots, man. I hate this shit. So
That's
annoying.
why,
Like all,
that's why I
What?
say a drone solution would be interesting if somebody had the technology or the wisdom to do it. I bet you could sell a lot of them to people that do your kinds of jobs all over the world.
And then all 3 of these houses that I got come to, nobody's answering the fucking doors. So it's like, let me try this out.
AZ, I've got it on Marketplace under golf cart tires. JD's giving you a hard time, AZ. Stop living in the past. We haven't heard from Lenny this morning, but little Llama Laura, like I say, Laura was excited. She got her new Mini SE, and she's been waiting for the weather to change enough, the winds to die down. She's looking forward to dinner now. Okay, Laura. And anybody wants to join the panel, come on here with Prickly Stickly and me. We're right here. Okay, TJ, I know you work in the warehouse. I get it, Laura.
Alright, so that guy answered the door, thank God. At least I got one of them.
Laura just said, sorry, not sure I wanted to come on the panel with Justin on there. He scares me.
What? Don't blame that on me.
TJ said he'll join later, probably this evening when he gets home from work.
I'm a sweetheart, Laura. What are you talking about?
AZ said, okay, go ahead and kick Justin off, Paul, so Laura wants to come on.
Am I really intimidating? Really? Is it because I'm so hot? Is that it?
I don't know. Don't know. Well, and JD put in there, Gas Man, the Intimidator. So, yeah, I'm happy I sold 4 of the bunch, but now the obvious is that I've got probably a little bit of a job out there to go and clean the rest of them up. Like I say, I just took them off, so they might have mud on the inside of the wheel housings. The tires are looking, a little bit smutsy here and there. Okay, Laura. Yep. Laura says that she will probably come on the panel later if she's around, depending on what's going on. And I get that. 5 hours difference in time. It's 3 o'clock there in the afternoon.
She's just waiting for me to get off.
What's that?
I said she's just waiting for me to get off. I'll see how it is.
Do you think? No, Laura's not like that. Laura's not like that, but let's see what's happening at the Martini Bar. I can check it with my other computer.
Whew. These addresses suck. Such a big, rich neighborhood. Have a gate a half a mile from the front of our house. Definitely not getting into that yard because they got a big ass.
There's the Martini Bar. Ooh.
So there's no dog in this one.
Little swinging
right
there.
You think with these type of houses, these people are outside perfect. I can ask them for their meter.
Hey, Justin, what I'm showing the Martini Bar. It's got that parking kiosk down there, just the other side of it.
Yeah.
What is that all about? Because I see a girl right there. She went up and she held her phone up to it.
Oh, because it's like a electronic thing. You can buy parking passes. It prints out a pass for you.
Oh, okay.
Probably using Apple Pay is why she used her phone.
Okay, I got you. There's a guy with his dog's tongue hanging out. Must be hot down there, is it? I'm guessing. Ah. So how's everybody doing? Okay, Laura. Thanks for stopping by. The not a lot going on. I think at 11 o'clock we're going to call it for the day, even though we're kind of got a late start because I was hauling tires from the shed into the garage and thought I'd get it done early, but it didn't work out that way. Fat Shark. Oh, goggles, huh? Well, everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping by. We're going to call it for the day. We'll be on this evening. So everybody take care and we'll see all of you next